AGP here. You know, youngins, I'm always cutting a fool, or I'm going fucking crazy, or something. This is a true story. Dun dun, dun 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 dun. True story. I've been on here what? 6, 7, 8 years now? I don't know. I want to tell y'all a story. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to fess up. You know, they say fessing up is good for the soul. Well, today, Grandpa fesses up. The truth about Grandpa. Damn. About 17, 18 years ago, I used to weigh around 800 pounds. We had a love seat, and that was my chair. I couldn't sit in a regular chair. I had a big wide chair at the dining room table where I ate because I couldn't fit in the other chairs. I was in bad shape. I was going to the doctors. I had high blood pressure. I had diabetes. I had cholesterol problem. I mean, you name it, I had it. Breathing problems. I was really kind of screwed up. I had a heart attack. That didn't scare me. I was literally dying in my own fat. So I convinced the doctor. Oh, one more thing. I was in a wheelchair. They left that part out. I was in a wheelchair. I'd go somewhere, and Michael and they would have to push me around because I couldn't walk. So I was getting no exercise. I was always filling my mouth up with food. Didn't care water. I mean, typical meal. If I went to a buffet, I would go back 5, 6, 7 times to get food. Load that plate up. So I had a heart attack. They said you gotta lose the weight. They put me on the treadmill. Ha ha ha! I was too heavy for the treadmill. So they said you gotta walk. I can't walk. I'm in a wheelchair. I can't walk. I couldn't. My ankles were like that big around. You know what I'm saying? Well, to condense this some, I convinced the doctor into doing the gastric bypass. This doctor was in a little hole-in-the-wall office in Lexington, South Carolina. He's also on the car lot. He did a lot of other things too, but he had a bariatric practice, and he did the surgery. So I didn't go through any kind of counseling. All I know is that I had Medicare, and that's all. That was good enough for him, you know. So we did the surgery. While I was on the table, I died. He lost me. So he wasn't able to do the complete bypass, so he kind of patched it up, and then I came back to life. He said, well, he's all right, he'll live. In several years, he's got to have the surgery again. And he's sitting there in the office, in my room, saying, Mr. Green, I want you to know that you're going to have this surgery again. We weren't able to finish it. So find your doctor and have him redo it about 5, 6 years. Motherfucker didn't tell you that no other doctor is going to touch another doctor's work, okay? In the meantime, I had some tubes right here. Let me show you. I had a tube right here, and here, and one here. And on those tubes, he connected little balls to them, you know? And that was a drainage, those were drainage. And everything was just, well, after I come home, the damn thing just fell off. And I'm like, hey, John, the balls fell off, what am I going to do? He said, well, you don't really need them. Just do something. I said, well, bandages? Yeah, get the bandages, tape them to you. Well, bandages were expensive. My mother, God rest her soul, went to Tina's bathroom and got Tina's Kotex. And she taped Tina's Kotex over those holes. So that all the drainage, hey, it looked like the old lady was on her period, you know, because it would just fill up with the blood. And I had that for like 5 or 6 days. And I was losing the weight, but I kept pooping. I stayed in the bathroom. Every time I tried, I'd eat one thing, boom, gone to the bathroom. And they told me that I would probably, that I'd get the dumping syndrome. Never told me what the dumping syndrome was. This went on for about 3 years. I was losing the weight. I was dropping the weight off. That I did do. But in the meantime, I was bathroom bound. And I was trying everything. And I drank beer, thinking the yeast in the beer would absorb, would take care of it. Or they would tell me to mix Pepto-Bismol and Imodium together and drink that. That would take care. Well, none of that shit worked, okay? But it was bad, but it wasn't bad enough where I couldn't survive. Because if I went somewhere, I had to find where the local bathroom was. Well, nowhere that I didn't know where the bathroom was, because it would come to me, but it was only after I ate. And in the meantime, I'm eating like 3 little meals a day, you know? So, I finally, several years went by, and I finally went to my doctor, another doctor, and he said, well, I can't redo the surgery because, you know, you've got these hernias. I got 2 hernias. I had a hernia that came out like this. It looked like I had a basketball under my shirt. It looked like a garage from a dig. But I had one there and I had one right up here. I had 2. And every doctor I saw, well, we can't do that. We can't. There's nothing we can do about that. You're gonna have to live with the hernias. I'm not one to give up. So I said, fuck it. The medical university in Charleston, family were moving to Charleston. Well, medical university wouldn't touch it either. I had a little problem and I went to the emergency room and they referred me to a doctor in Somerville, Dr. Warren. So we made an appointment and I went in there and he said, well, let me ask you one question. What kind of insurance you got? I said, well, I got Medicare and Medicaid. He said, good enough for me. He said, I take care of them. Them hernias ain't nothing. I take them out. I was in the hospital 5 to 6 weeks. They had me in a coma they induced coma to where I wouldn't wake up. And while I was out of it and crazy, I was seeing things. I seen demons, you know, climbing on my walls, and I had a demon at the foot of my bed, and I had demons all around me. And I saw my dead daddy. He come see me. My dead grandma, she come talk to me. It was like everybody that was dead while I was induced in this coma came and talked to me. Telling me, hey boy, you ready to come home? Yeah, you going out? We going to party. We going to party. I'm making light of it, but it wasn't funny then because I was dying. My daughter lived in New York. And Michael was a little fella, and my 2 grandsons were real tiny then, real tiny. I even had a vision about them that their daddy came and got them, that worthless piece of shit. Joshua Henry Watson, living in Pennsylvania. Never done want to support his boys, but yet he's married to this other bitch, supporting her kids, but he won't support his own kids. But that's enough of that. That's another video. That he came and got them and took them away. And I was looking for them. This part's hard. It really is. I remember them, I could hear them talking around me, and I remember the doctor telling my family, if there's anybody you want to see him, they need to come see him now because I doubt if Mr. Green makes it 2 or 3 days because he's that far gone. My daughter came from New York. She got in my bed with me. I was dying. They said, okay, go see him, Miss Green, you know, go see your dad because he may not make it till morning. Kimberly got in bed with me. She was slapping me. Daddy, get up! Wake up, Daddy! Wake up! You're not gonna die! You're not gonna die! You're not leaving us! Get up, Daddy! Daddy! All of a sudden the nurses came running in the room. And she's like, I'm sorry, I lost myself. They said, hell no, keep it up, he's coming back! Blood pressure started going up. My mind started coming back. But she told me, Daddy, we love you. Daddy, we love you. Please don't die. I came back. My daughter brought me back to life. Maybe that's what I needed to hear that. I love you, Daddy. That's what's wrong with a lot of families now. They don't look at their family, their mothers, their fathers, their sons, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins. I love you. 3 little words can turn somebody's life around. I love you. I care about you. You mean the world to me. I'm straying again. Sorry, back on the track. I came back to life. Within the next day, they had me up walking because I came back because of my daughter. This is hard to tell. I'm going to move on several years. I got to the point this past, anyway, I was living like that, and it lasted up until this past September. This past September, this dumping syndrome got worse. I got to the point where I was pooping 25 to 30 times a day. I got where I was passing gas all day long. No matter what I ate, it went through me. I was in so much pain that I turned to the streets. I was buying perks. I was buying Loratabs. If there was a pain pill drug out there, I was buying it, trying to stop this pain in my ass. It would not go away. So I turned to drugs. I started to find myself getting hooked on these drugs. I found myself wanting to get high because that's the way I could live. I still pooped, but my butt didn't hurt. Try buying 3, 4, 5 Loratab 10s, perks, whatever a day to survive, just to get through the day. I got hooked. Michael saw that. Michael, Dad, you gotta chill. Dad, come on. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm stopping the pain, Michael. The pain is there. I won't go away. What do I do? Someone very close to me. Well, there's another story. I got a gastrologist. He's trying these different pills. He's trying Modium. He's trying all this stuff that's not working. They're giving me this medication to put on my butt for the pain. But the problem with that is you poop so much that you keep wiping it off, so you have to keep using this medication. And you don't get it but once a month. So you stay in pain. So I was still on the drugs. Michael said, Dad, try marijuana. I said, no, son, I can't do that, because if DSS was to ever come in and test me, I would lose the voice. So I'm not doing marijuana. I believe in marijuana, but with my 4 boys that I'm raising, I can't be on marijuana. So I called my doctor. I said, Doc, we got to do something. What else? He said, Mr. Green, there's nothing else we can do. Your butt is going to be like this till you die. Then I got thinking, maybe I'll get a gun. This I'm ashamed of. From the man that always fought back to fight, to win battles, I was ready to give up. If this is the way I've got to live the rest of my life, I don't want to live. I want to die. Give me a gun. Give me something. Give me 4 or 5 pills. I'll take them. I'll die. I'll get out of this. I'll get out of this world. I'll get out of it. I'm not going to live like this anymore. I'm not. Someone very, 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 very close to me said, bullshit. They sat down with a computer. They spent a day and a half they're following a paper trail. They're putting in the dumping syndrome, and this one's talking about it, and it's leading them here, and they're going over here, and they're seeing this story about this person, that person. Where did I put that medicine? I'm sorry. I want to show y'all something in a minute. They kept going through and they're going from this person, that, and they're reading all these different things from these people are writing. And this one particular message keeps popping up. They're saying, oh my God, one guy said, I was trapped in my house. I'm a prisoner in my own house, in my own room, in my own bathroom. I'm a prisoner. I swear to God, I couldn't live like this no more. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. He sounded like me. It was like me talking. It was like me writing this. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing. He mentioned one medicine. This very, very, very close friend of mine said, try this. Let's talk to your daughter about this medicine. The medicine's name is methylscopolamine bromide 2.5s. So I talked to my doctor. I said, doctor, I gotta do something. I've got to. He said, there's nothing can be done, Mr. Green. I said, please, let's try this. Here's the name of it. Please. He said, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this medicine. I can't do this. I said, Doc, it's my life. I'm the one that you say. I said, if you don't, I'm going to kill myself over this. I'm not going to hurt anymore. I'm not. He said, there's another medicine I want you to try. He said, I'm calling it in right now. So I went to the pharmacy to pick up this medication. I sent Michael to go get it. The medicine he gave me was the medicine that these people are talking about. He said, I said, Don, I thought you were going to order this for me. He said, Mr. Green, you need a chance. I'm gonna follow your lead, Mr. Green. Y'all did all the work. You told me what to work. Let's try it. That Friday, I took the medication. It's opened up a new world. I don't go to the bathroom anymore. I go maybe 2-3 times a day now like normal people. I can get out of my house. I actually went to Kmart and I walked around and I picked up things. I was looking at them. I wasn't, where's the bathroom? Hope there's nobody in there. Because I go in there, I'm going to stick them out. I actually was able to go. I went out to eat and I didn't say, I still don't eat fried food. There's certain stuff I'm going to stay away from because I know that's bad for me. But I still went there and I sat down and I ate. I wanted to go to Battery and walked around. I did it! I've got a new life. I haven't felt this good since before the bypass operation 16, 17 years ago. I know this is a long vlog, and I hope Michael puts it up just like I got it. Youngins, I'm telling you, never give up. You might have things wrong with you. Pills on the street are not the answer. You or somebody that loves you, let them look you up online. See what your problem is. See what people are talking about. See what's working for them, and then convince your doctor. And if he doesn't want to do it, then God damn it, find a doctor that will. If my doctor hadn't done this, I was going doctor searching. Somewhere there's a doctor that'll give you what you need. Doctors don't know everything, but at least my doctor was willing to take a chance on what we found or was found on the internet by simple Google. Google search, the dumping syndrome. Never give up, youngins. Never ever in your life give up. There is a way, there is a will, but you have to want it. You have to research it and then go for it and then live by it. Yes, I got a brand new pill. I don't take any of the other medication now. Just this one little pill. And you want to see what controls my life now? Let me show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. One little tiny pill, not even bigger than the head of my dick. So I'm telling you, youngins, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You have problems, there's a way out. There's a will. Plus, you have to trust and believe in that man upstairs. I knew God was going to lead me here. I know this is a serious blog. I hope you watch it. I hope you learn. And if anybody's talking to you about doing the bypass operation, don't do it. Walk, walk, walk. Drink water, drink water. Push your ass away from the table. You can do it. You don't need that goddamn surgery. You don't need it. You are a human being. You got a goddamn mind. You can do it on your own. I love you, youngins, and I'm here for y'all. But you know something? More than that, y'all been here for me. You youngins helped me through this. You youngins helped me stay strong. If I didn't have you, I probably would have been dead years ago. I love you. I love each and every one of you. And you haters out there that want to attack me, and you want to write some shit about me. Guess what? I love you too. You keep me on my toes. I don't care if you're a fan, you're a youngin, or you're a hater. I love all of you. God bless you. I love you. And thank you for letting me share my story. Stay off drugs. I almost got on them. Bye, youngins.